Alright. Still super nervous.
You'll be right, bro. We got this.
We'll be right. Top gear. We got a merch plug. I got some MCFRY hoodies. They look sick. This is what they look like. They're in stock. They're ready to go. They're $70 each. I got them on the website. The link is in the description. If you want a MCFRY hoodie, if you buy it, I'll get it shipped out the next day. The idea was to put this on the burnout pad. Look at that. Now I've got a dent in it. I've actually pulled this dent out. It was worse than this. It was pushed in a bit further than that, but it kind of just hit right down the bottom here. I did put a little crease up the top here. You can barely see it, but there's a tiny little crease in the top of the quarter too. So to fix that properly, it kind of I've got to take that off and try and pull that out, and a bit of body fill, that sort of thing. That'll fix that up, but I'm not going to fix it. I'm just going to leave it there as like a memory, a love tap memory. So just put some touch-up paint on that, and yeah, I'm not too worried about that, to be honest. The one thing I was really worried about the whole day was the engine. I just wanted the engine to survive. Something like that is small, cheap to fix. Hurt an engine, it can be, especially if you throw a rod or something, it can be like 20 grand plus. So engines are freaking expensive, and then when you break them, it takes months to get parts. It's painful. So I'm very happy that the engine survived. More than anything, I was spinning it. I had the rev limiter on 7800 on the pad. I did hit it a few times. I didn't want to rev the Frydays out of it. It could probably, you know, do 8,000 or a little bit more, but it's, you know, pushing the boundaries sort of thing. It's a big engine. It's 565 big block. Blayke from BG Engines did the tune up on it, and it is perfect. After the burnout, yeah, pulled the plugs, everything looks perfect. So it's like literally a real crisp, perfect tune. So very happy with Damien's tune on the car. Brad Mackay built the motor, Brad Max, he was racing at the Winter Nationals this weekend. And yeah, so I'll flip this around. This is what I did to control my Freddy fast foot a little bit, that was full throttle. So I literally just adjusted the throttle cable right out there, and that is full throttle. And that is probably still like 800 horsepower. And that's how I'm going to leave it for the next event, Frydays, just so I can control the car a lot better and keep it off the limiter. It's really easy to control this thing, how that hat's set up now, so it just works really good. Yeah, the burnout itself, like, I wasn't really happy with how this ute did a burnout. Compared to MCFRY, it was very slow on the pad, and I think a lot to do with it was just the stance of the ute. It's very solid, stiff. The rear wheels, probably not the best choice, but the diff in this literally sits that low to the ground, so it can only do a burnout on 20-inch wheels, so that's the only option I have. I can probably try fit a bigger tyre, but then if I blow a bigger tyre out, it's going to probably actually do a lot of damage. The weight on I've actually had 100 kilos underneath this, so I had 36 kilos there, 60 something kilos on the diff. There it was going to help me motor around the pad really fast, and it kind of worked the opposite, and it was making the back of the ute just really hard to stop. Like, I just wanted to keep going. Every time I'd kind of tip it in, the back of the ute just wanted to keep sliding, and it was just so hard to control it. So if I ever did a burnout again, I'd definitely be taking the weight off the diff. Leave that only for no prep only, the weight on the diff. So that'd come off. Might do alright. I need to add anti-squat to the diff. So at the moment, because I was racing on the slicks, I took the anti-squat out of the suspension. So if I put the anti-squat back in, which it pushes the back wheels into the ground, it'd probably do a bit better as well on the pad. Getting the speed up a little bit. It's just something I'll have to try one day, I suppose. But the next event I'm doing is Frydays, which is next month. So, which is Ryan Cobb's event. It's a track event, similar to Power Cruise. They've got power skids, roll racing, and just like track activities. They've got a thrash session where you can go on the track, and you can't technically drift on the track, but you can do power slides, that sort of thing. So, which is perfect for this ute. So that's the next event for it. And all I've got to do is clean this thing up, drain the fuel out, do all the methanol maintenance, which is a bit of a pain. I did warp my rear rotors too on this. I did a little burnout on the test pit. I had some 275 drag radials, and on them it just wanted to spin around in circles too. I couldn't even control it on them. So yeah, the rear brakes got stuck on, and now the rotors, I'm pretty sure they're warped because you touch the brakes and it just wants to dunk do that. So tune your rotors, clean this thing up, and yeah, that's going to be it. So overall, the burnout, I wasn't happy with it because to me the ute was too slow on the pad. It was just moving around at like half the speed of MCFRY. It was kind of doing my head in. That's why I was on and off the throttle a lot and trying to get the thing to get moving. Like when I'm on a burnout pad, I want to go fast. I do not want to go slow. I just want to go flat out and fast, and the ute was not going fast at all, and it was very hard to control on the pad. So I hit I was meant to turn off all the EGT safeties, so it wouldn't shut down the motor if the EGTs went over, because when you're on and off the throttle, the EGTs go higher than normal, and they'll set a bit on the low side. I turned 7 of them off. I forgot to turn 1 of them off, so that's why the ute went in limp mode, and I had to just drive it off the pad because it hit a safety, which yeah, puts the ute in limp mode. So pretty much through the Haltech, and I knew that. I knew it was something to do with that straight away. As soon as I looked down, I knew the oil pressure was fine. I knew it was going to be something silly that put the ute in limp mode, but I hit the wall by then, and I was just keen to get off the pad. So, but I still reckon this ute will do alright on the track, drifting and stuff. I've got a feeling it's it'll do alright at that. I hope. We'll find out. I'm going to show you guys the burnouts. I got some footage from the roof, inside. I got footage from everywhere. So hope you guys enjoy the burnout, and hope to see you guys at Frydays next month.